Hey there, welcome to Ford's Fitness Fanatics. I decided to come out to a lovely national park area and film my wonderful video. Just getting you a little bit of extra exercise, and we're going to go ahead and get started with a nice big deep breath. You're going to need a couple of dumbbells, and a ball, and a chair, and hopefully some water. Alrighty, here we go. Last one. Alrighty, then we're going to go ahead and get started by picking the apple. So we're going to reach up and pick that apple or whatever fruit you decide to feel like. Last one. Alrighty. Okay, then we have our rowing side step. So we're going to have those hands in front of us. We're going to pull back and step out to the side. Last one. Alrighty. Okay, then we have our reaching over the top. We want to get our side bends in, stretching everything out. Last one. Alrighty, then we're going to go ahead and do our ski poles. So we're going to have those arms come up and we're skiing down the mountain. Last one. All right. Okay, then we got to go ahead and do our turn and reach. So we're going to get those legs nice and wide. We're going to turn and reach across. Last one. All right. Okay, then we have our swimmers. So I like to call the swimmers. We're going to go ahead and do our backstroke and opposite arm and leg. Last one. All right. Okay, then we have our elbow to knee. So we're going to go ahead, bring those feet underneath those hips, hands to the head. We're not actually pulling on that head. We're just resting the fingers on the back of the head. And bring those knees up, elbows in. We are not bending for this. Last one. All right, great job. We're gonna go ahead and get that marching going. Get that blood pumping. Get that body moving. And hopefully grooving. Now we'll go ahead and take it out wide. Alrighty, bring it in, give it some go. Alrighty guys, okay, go ahead and grab a drink of water and we're gonna get started with those dumbbells first. Make sure you hydrate. Alrighty. Okay, so we are going to start off with our bicep curl and knee up. However, we're going to do a little bit different today. We're going to go ahead and start with one arm already halfway there, okay? The other one is going to come up. We're going to do 5, and then we're going to switch and do the other knee and the other arm, okay? So opposite knee coming up to the arm that's coming up. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This one's coming down halfway. The other one's coming all the way down. And the opposite knee is coming up with that hand. 2, 3, 4, 5. That one's coming down halfway. The other one's coming all the way down and coming up with the knee. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Halfway down. Other one all the way down and all the way up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Whew, okay. Alrighty then, we are going to go ahead. We did our biceps. We got to do our triceps. So we're going to go ahead and place those feet together, knees slightly bent, hips hinged forward just a smidge. We're going to go ahead and bring those elbows back. One arm is already going to be back, okay? It's going to stay there and hang out. We're going to do the same thing with the triceps. Okay, so that one's going to be hanging back. The other one, we're going to do same arm and same leg. So we're pushing back and toe tapping back with that same leg. 2, 3, 4, 5. That one stays back. The other one comes forward and same leg, same arm goes back. 2, 3, 4, 5. That one stays back. Other one comes forward and push back. 2, 3, 4, 5. That one stays back. The other one comes forward and push back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. Whoo, got those arms warmed up. Okay, now we're gonna get into the body part. We're gonna go ahead and do a Romanian deadlift with a squat. So feet are gonna be slightly wider than the hips. We're gonna have those weights in front. We're gonna reach down towards those toes, keep that back as flat as you can. When you start to feel that back bend, you're gonna go ahead and come back up, bring those weights around to the side and squat. Remember with your squats, you want to make sure that you can see your toes past your knees, okay? If you can't, you need to scoot your butt back. Last one. All right, great job. We're going to go ahead and do our side lunge and punch. So kind of what we did were turn and reach. When we first started getting our warm-up done, we're going to go ahead and we're going to turn and punch across. Last one. All right. Whew. Okay. Then we have our press up with our kick forward. Okay, so make sure I'm standing in a good spot here. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to have those weights up by the shoulders. We're going to press up and kick forward. Working on that balance. Last one. All right. Okay. All right, this next one, we're going to go ahead and get into our wide squat position. So feet slightly wider than the hips. We're going to come down into our ha-ha comfortable squat position. Okay, and we're going to punch front. Staying in that squatted position. Remember, keep those knees behind those toes. Last one. All right. Whew. Those legs are feeling it. Okay, then we have a rotator cuff and side lunge. So nice wide feet. We're going to go ahead and have those elbows bent at 90 degrees. Weights are going to be on the inside by your belly. You're going to go ahead and you're going to pull those weights out to the side, keeping those elbows stuck to those ribs, and lunge to the side as you pull them out. Last one. All right. Okay, so the next one we have is our deltoid raise. So we're going to deltoid raise and we're going to tap that heel in the front. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and have those elbows bent 90 degrees, and we're just lifting the elbows up and toe or heel tapping forward. Kind of looking like the funky chicken, actually. Last one. All right, we are done with those dumbbells. You can go ahead and put those down. Grab some water. Alrighty, the next thing we're going to use is our ball. All right, so we're going to go ahead and kick forward, but we're going to have both arms up. We're going to kick forward and shin tap, but with both arms rather than just the one, okay? So we're going to lift. Again, this is another balance exercise. Last one. All right. Okay, then we have ball to knee. Okay, so we do ball to knee fast. And what I mean by fast is we're bringing that leg from the back and bringing it up front. We're going to tap that ball, okay? But we're standing on that front leg, okay? So that's going to be your balance leg. Again, another balance exercise. All right, so we're going to go ahead and have that ball up nice and high. We're going to bring that knee in, balance on that front leg. Here we go. Working on that core. Last one. And we're going to go ahead and switch it up, other side. All righty. Last one. All right. Whew. Okay, this one here. We are going to do our squat with ball to the feet. Now, what I mean by that is we're going to go ahead, we're going to squat down. We're going to lift that knee and bring that leg, tilt that hip outside. We're going to bring that foot up and we're going to tap the inside of the foot. Okay? So here we go. We're going to squat down, lift that leg, tap that foot. And then the other one. We are alternating on this one. Last one. All right. Okay, so this next one, we're going to go ahead and we're going to get into our little bit of a lunge position. We're going to do that turn and push, but we're going to go ahead and we're going to rotate that body. We're going to bounce that ball. Hopefully mine doesn't go all haywire. All right. So try and rotate that body as far around as you can. You're going to bounce the ball behind you if you can, to your side, the side of your leg if you can't. Okay, here we go. Last one. All right. Great job, guys. Okay. All right, so we are going to go ahead and do our lateral lift, and our arms are good. We're going to have one arm out, so we're only doing one side first. Okay. We're gonna, again, this is another balance exercise. We're gonna have that hand on the hip or the chair if you need to stabilize yourself. And we're gonna go ahead and lift that leg out to the side, bring that arm down and tap that knee. Make sure you keep those toes pointed forward. Try to maintain your stability on that one leg, okay? I'm rocking a lot. Last one. All right, then we're gonna switch hands and do the other side. Hopefully I can find a good spot here. And we're gonna lift out to the side and tap that knee. Remember, keep that toe pointed forward. Last one. All right. Okay. Gotta love the bugs here. All right, the next one we have is our curtsy lunge and chest press. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna squeeze that ball between the hands and we're gonna step back into our curtsy lunge. All right, take it easy. Like I said, if you need your chair, please use your chair. Last one. All right. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna do our lunge and press overhead. So we're gonna go ahead and get into our lunge position. I want you guys to remember with the lunges, we wanna make sure that the knee stays over the ankle and we have that foot far enough back that we have the hip over the knee, okay? Alrighty, so we're gonna get into this position. And we're gonna go ahead and raise those arms as we come down in our lunge. We're going up and down. We are not going forward and backward, okay? So up and down. Last one. Alrighty, then we're gonna go ahead and switch it out. Other side. Again, make sure you're stable. Make sure that foot in front is stable, foot in back. You're gonna go ahead and make sure that it's out to the side and back far enough. Okay, here we go. Last one. All right, great job. Okay, the last one we have is our rainbow arms. So we're gonna go ahead and have those legs out nice and wide. We're gonna bring that arm over to the side, lunge to the side, bring it up to the center, lunge to the other side, okay? If you have shoulder issues and this is not an option for you, you can always bring it around front, okay? Here we go. Last one. All right. We made it through that section. So we are done with the ball. All right, go ahead and grab some water if you need it. All right, so this next part, we're going to go ahead and use the chair. All right. You guys get to actually have a seat. What a deal, right? All right. Whew. It's a little toasty out here today. All right, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to bring those legs out front. Now, what you're going to do is you're going to go ahead and you're going to pretend like you have yoga blocks on each side. And you're going to lift that leg up and bring it over. Lift that other leg up, bring it over, and then bring them back. Okay? This is working on those abs. It's working on your hip area. And you're going to go ahead and get going. Here we go. Last one. All right. Okay. Then we're going to go ahead and bring those knees in for a heel tap. So what I mean by that is, if you can, you're going to keep those feet up off of the floor. If you can't, that's okay. You can go ahead and have them resting on the floor. We're going to go ahead and we're going to bring that knee in. We're going to try and tap that heel. Okay? Again, working the abs. Last one. All right. Okay, then we have what is called our dead bugs. I don't like to call them dead bugs because if they were dead, they wouldn't move. But we're going to go ahead and try our almost dead bugs. So what I mean by that is we're going to have one leg out. Whoops. One leg out all the way straight. The other leg is going to be supportive. The opposite arm is going to come up like we're riding a bronco. Okay, and we're going to go ahead and lift together. Tap that shin. Okay, working on that core again. Here we go. Last one. All right, then we're going to bring that one down, bring the other one out, opposite arm up, and we'll go ahead and tap that shin. Last one. All right. Okay, we're going to go ahead and do our Russian twist. Now, with this, you can choose to add a little bit to it. Excuse me. We're going to go ahead and we're going to flutter those legs. We're going to reach up nice and high, and we're going to reach down to the side, reach up again, reach down to the other side. All right, trying to rotate in that midsection. Here we go. Last one. Whew, okay. Alrighty. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and get some more abs in today. What we're gonna do is we're gonna widen up those legs. We're gonna reach up really, really high, and then when we reach down, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna push away from that ground. Okay, so stimulating those abs. Here we go. Last one. All right. Okay, then we're going to go ahead and we're going to keep those legs out. What we're going to do is we're going to put those fingertips on the head again, like we did in the beginning in our warm-up. We're going to go ahead and bring those knees up and bring the elbow down towards it. We're crunching the side with those abs. Here we go. Last one. All right, great job. Yes, hello, my dear. No, ouch. What are you doing? Huh? You're interrupting my routine here, miss. All right, go play. Go on, go play. Jasmine, my lovely, lovely cohort, trying to help me out there. All right, so we are going to do what is called clamshells. And what I mean by that is we're going to put those feet together. We're going to put those knees together as tight as we can. We're going to take our clamshell shucker here with our hands together. And we're going to try and pry that open. So you're going to resist with your arms or resist with your legs as your arms try to push out. So we're getting a little bit of double workout here. Okay. Squeeze in and push that out and squeeze, open it up. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Don't let those hands get all the way down to the bottom. Last one. Whew. Okay, I have hips. All right, so another thing that we're gonna do, we're gonna work on those hips. We're gonna pull one leg back and we're gonna bring the other one up just a little bit off that floor. We're gonna go ahead and hold that knee, keep that knee coming straight out from the hip. And we're gonna internally, externally rotate that hip, okay? Lifting that leg out to the side. Last one. All right, we'll bring that one back, bring the other one forward, again, hanging onto that knee. We're gonna go ahead and tilt in and out. Last one. All right, whoo, we made it through. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and take a nice big deep breath in. Get our cool down on. Alrighty, we're gonna reach up really tall, stretching that back, stretching those arms. And we're gonna go ahead and bring those arms down and open up really big, squeezing those shoulder blades together, opening up that chest. And then we're gonna give ourselves a great big hug. From me to you, thank you so much for joining me on this adventure. And we'll go ahead and open up again, really big, and cross over the other way. Alrighty, then we're gonna go ahead and reach up and over, stretching those sides. And the other side. And turn and reach. Other side. And bring it back to center. Go ahead and widen up those legs. Reaching down towards those toes. Remember, we want ski slopes. We don't want cliffs. Nobody's cliff diving today, okay? So we want some ski slopes. We're gonna go ahead and bring those legs out and reach down. What you're gonna do is put all your weight into your hands coming down. All right? Put all the weight in there. Don't let your back do any work. Relax that back at the bottom. And then we're gonna bring the hands to the knees before we get up, and we're gonna push up through the hands so we're not using that back, okay? Letting that back just take a break, okay? Here we go, we're gonna go ahead and do it again. One more time, all the way down, relax into those hands. Come all the way to the bottom, let that back relax. And then go ahead and bring the hands to the knees first and push up through those hands. Alrighty, same thing, we're gonna have those legs out front, reaching down towards those toes, stretching out the backs of the legs. Then we're gonna bring the hands to the knees and push up. And do your point and flex. Alrighty, bring those legs in, bring that knee up, give it a big hug, circle that ankle. And reverse it. Bring that ankle across the knee, sitting up nice and tall, leaning forward, stretching out that piriformis. Alrighty, go ahead and bring that leg down. Bring the other one up, circle that ankle. And reverse. Bring that ankle across the knee, sitting up nice and tall, leaning forward. Alrighty, go ahead and bring that leg down. Turn sideways in your chair. Front leg bent, back leg straight, or as straight as you can get it. Okay, stretching out that quad and opening up that hip. And other side. Alrighty, go ahead and bring those legs back. And thank you so much for joining me on our lovely fitness journey. And I look forward to seeing you again soon. Next video. Have fun.